Okay, we are streaming. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We're trying something completely new here tonight. Danielle's, thankfully agreed to do something quite a bit different, and this is going to be a first. We are attempting to live stream to all of EIU. So anybody that happens to be tuning in right now on Microsoft Stream, we're doing this live event. So, if you're watching, hello EIU. We are also at the same time kind of doing a dual purpose. We're going to do a quick little Tech Talk for Teachers podcast, which that's always audio. But now then, tonight, we're feeling a little bit more adventurous. It's a new year, so I thought we'd try, going out and doing something different. So we've got Eric here.
Hello, I'm the producer and the background guy.
So Eric's taking care of the computer and all the stream things that are going on behind the scenes. And Danielle is here with me. We're using the green screen. It looks like we're in the ITC. However, we just have a picture and we've got that behind us. So we're just trying a few different things out here this evening. So once again, if you're joining us here at EIU, welcome. And Danielle, I think what we'll do, since we're going to do the audio podcast, is kind of start out our Tech Talk for Teachers podcast like we traditionally do.
Okay, absolutely.
So I'll go ahead and start. We're just not going to have the intro music at this point.
Which is a little different for me.
Yeah.
I'm used to that. It's like...
But the other thing that we can do is you're also wanting to edit.
Yes.
So one of the things that we can do, even though we're doing this kind of a simulcast, doing two streams, both the video and the audio at the same time, once we have this recorded, we can split it. So we can take the audio, the MP3 file, and then I will turn that over to you using Audacity to edit.
Yeah.
And you can kind of do that the traditional way and go back in and add the music.
Yes. So that'll be a little bit easier than editing this video.
Okay, yeah, video's a little bit trickier to do, but we'll get there. So let's go ahead and start. And I usually start out with the date. So here we go. It's Thursday, January 30th, 2020, and welcome to episode, whatever episode this is, 200 and something. We'll put that in our show notes.
Yeah.
We're rolling live here, so I'm modeling what to do here. Whenever you're in a show, or whenever you're in a teacher in front of the classroom, face to face, there's going to be bound to be things that don't go quite right. So number one, I can't remember what episode we're on, but 200 and some.
Definitely 200 and something.
So after 200 and some, you think we would have this down, but we're throwing this new wrinkle in here today. So we're up in our new studio, Studio B, and we're really excited because we've got some new cameras and things around, our lighting, our green screen, and Eric's sitting behind a new gaming computer, which has really upped our production skills with what we're able to do. Working with several faculty here in the College of Education, and we're adding some of these video recordings to some online content. They can add, like their PowerPoint lectures and just do like little mini video segments. And we're really starting to up our production value. So we're really looking forward to that. So we got a brand new semester here, so I really haven't had a chance to talk to you too much. So how's the start of the new semester going?
Oh gosh, it's been rough, to be honest. Just a lot of assignments kind of thrown at us at once, and everything's due in February as usual. So just kind of taking it as it goes, I guess.
But you're in the second year of the program.
Thankfully.
And you're counting down to graduation?
I try not to count, but yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so it's been a pleasure working with you with the last couple of years and things. And
Don't make me soft. Don't do that.
One thing that I really appreciate, though, is your ability to come out here and step out. This is a new situation, and I think it's a great experience for you in the Counseling Higher Education program. There's all kinds of applications for this. Just getting behind the camera, doing like little vlogs, or you're doing things for your clients, kind of tips, helpful tips and things that you can do. So we've got a lot of possibilities that we can do. So this is a bit of an unusual Tech Talk for Teachers, but I wanted to try this. We're still live streaming out there. At the end of this, we'll have a recording as well that we can go back, and if we have to, we can kind of trim off the beginning and ending of it. But we'll get things going. We typically do a technology pick of the week, but since we're doing something new, and since this is an audio podcast that we're going to be posting here after you finish editing it,
Yes.
we will get this posted out there. So we're going to describe here in words what we're doing. So we're standing behind our podium, green screen behind us. We've just got a standard picture, just a JPEG picture of the ITC behind us. Eric is behind a computer running the streaming computer. And we've got the camera, we've got some lights going here. And then both Danielle and I have wireless microphones. And I have Eric hardwired using a traditional XLR microphone. That's a basic setup. We're using streaming recording software, and we're using Microsoft Stream to kind of catch this feed and go out. Once we finish streaming this and stop the recording, this will automatically publish to Microsoft Stream for an on-demand, which is another nice thing for teachers. So if you're doing some professional development or training, not everybody can be there that day. You can record a session like this. You can invite members from the audience, like we had Eric speak just a moment ago. We could set up an audience. We have a table over here that we can bring in, students or other faculty to come in and participate in one of these live events. So we've got a lot of capabilities. But you kind of watched the struggle here at the beginning.
Yes.
So what did you think about the setup?
Oh, well, firstly, this place looks totally different. It has a much better layout. It's much more doable and workable. And then on top of that, I really like the soft lights that you have in here. And I think there's, 3 of them, and I think it brings a nice brightness to the space. And then on top of that, we have various different screens that can be used, which I think is a good idea. So then there's that versatility piece, as well as you bringing up that cart, so then you can have, what is it called, where Eric is sitting? Can you help me with it?
Producer stand right now.
Producer stand. Yeah, and it's also a nice distance. I don't feel like I'm too far from the camera, but yeah, I just feel engaged.
And behind our camera, we have a big HD TV that we call a confidence monitor. And it's kind of nice because, we want to look at the camera, so it looks like we're looking at you. So it just kind of gives Danielle and I the ability to frame ourselves in the picture, make sure our heads aren't cut off, which I'm pretty close to the top there, but I made it in there. And as we get better at this, this is just a basic just a basic shoot, just one camera shoot. We're not doing any camera switching, but we do have that ability. I've got another camera behind me that we could do a switch. We've got 2 or 3 different stages or sets that we could, put one person in. And we can also bring in somebody remotely. So we could do like a Skype call or something like that, and Eric could switch over to the remote caller, and then we could have, a remote conversation.
Which of course would be nice, because again, not everyone can come into here, and sometimes we want to learn different things, and they're, I don't know, in another country or in another state, and so that makes it a little bit more feasible. I like that.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. So we'll wrap it up in the traditional audio podcast way. See if I have my script down after 200 and some episodes. That wraps it up for episode 200 and something. Make sure you check out our webpage, eiu.edu/ITC. And until next time, this is Tom Grissom.
And I'm Danielle Beeman.
Keep on learning.